So
this is way cool.
That is what Dante's father used to look like.
I like this.
Now, some people will actually point out there's a little bit of a twist to it to indicate Arkham in there, but that's pretty much what the main Sparta design has looked like for many, many, many years. So I'm going to take this off of the review here, but we're 2 missions away, and we're actually coming up on the next hour. Should we hold them off to the next week, or shall we go forward?
What do you think?
I almost want to troll people. That's kind of my viewpoint, because I don't know how easily the next few parts are going to go.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because we're going to be dealing with boss fights.
I think this is a good stopping point. Yeah. So, I mean, we're not sorry, but we're going to end the video off here.
So the team huddle has ended, and yes, we're going to go ahead and call it a break because it's getting to be about that time, and Brinton's very tired. He's been traveling all weekend, so...
Yeah, and I mean, like, I'm surprised my voice has lasted this long, but let me tell you, my nose is not happy with me right now.
No, it's allergy season. None of our noses are happy with us right now.
Nope.
So yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it there. So when we get back, we will confront Arkham with the power of Sparta.
Wait, is Lady just, like, pacing? Oh, my Lanta, she's not even pacing. She's just, like...
Crawling in my skin!
Oh my gosh, she's about to see Virgil. Girl, just go back and nap. Like, don't, like, just... Oh.
It doesn't matter that you saw Virgil.
Well, I mean, I saw his cloak, but that's about it.
Alright, welcome back everybody to even more Devil May Cry 3 with Adam and Brinton.
Woo!
As we get ready to finish this thing. So we're going to be toppling the Great Beast with Fate's Bullet.
Ooh.
Indeed.
Who's Fate?
That's a very good question. Is it going to be the Chrono Cross Fate? I hope not.
But if it is, it is. Wait, isn't it made by the same company?
No, because Chrono Cross was Square. This is Capcom.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was under the impression it's the same company.
Resident Evil joke here. Because this was conceptualized as a Resident Evil game first.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the original Devil May Cry was actually part of the development process for Resident Evil 2.
That's very interesting. Oh my gosh, wait, is this, oh, it's not Sparta. I was about to say, it's Sparta!
Us is Sparta! And I don't even have a well to take anybody down.
What a shame.
Indeed. And you haven't even seen 300, so I make the joke and you don't even know what I'm talking about.
I've never seen it, but I do.
You've probably seen all the YouTube memes around it.
Yes, I have. I actually saw the sequel.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't even do that.
Okay, so I saw 300 Rise of an Empire, and it was, like, alright. It pretty much was just, like, one big sausage fest, so I just kind of sat there with a slight boner.
Well, I mean, there's a reason I call 300 Manthalk's movie. Because that's pretty much what it was.
More or less. But I mean, Russell Crowe, that was just one fine-looking man.
Was Russell Crowe in it?
I think he was.
He wasn't in the original one, I can tell you that much.
I don't have my phone on me. I left it in my bag, or else I would, like, pull up IMDb, but yeah. What was
we might want to correct that, otherwise the Shadow Blazer will come out of the shadows and get mad at us.
And like 300 us.
No, he won't do anything like that because he doesn't know those references. But...
He'll just Sparta kick us into a hole.
See, here's the thing, is that I actually don't harbor much hatred for 300. I don't think it's a good movie by any stretch, but considering that David Wenham actually did a lot of the narration for the movie.
Okay.
Do you know who David Wenham is?
Not entirely, but...
Faramir from The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
So, the one that actually captured the hobbits and wanted to take the ring for himself. So he is actually one of the 300 in the movie, but he's the narrator too.
Okay.
So like he's telling the story of Brave Leonidas, and his voice is so golden in it that I actually will admit I have the DVD somewhere, and I only fast forward to the narration part because his voice is just so great.
That's classic.
I actually think, oh, this might be what we have to do.
attack a mirror?
We have to attack the mirrors to get out of this room. So, there we go.
That's actually kind of cool.
There we go. And that kills off the demons there.
Perfect.
I think opens up the... Oh no, we have to do another round.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like this is a boss rush or something.
Didn't we already do the boss rush, though?
We did! It's almost like Capcom can't catch a hint.
Oh my gosh. Is this like very typical of Capcom to do multiple boss rushes right at the end?
Clearly you've never played a Mega Man game in your life.
Did I reveal too much about my gaming history?
Oh my gosh, Brinton, you need to go be heard Kerr. You need to go play yourself some Mega Man.
Meh.
Eh.
I'm not too concerned about how hardcore I am. Because I'll be the first to say that my Let's Plays are very like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to be really serious. And then it's just usually like me rage quitting during like the video.
Well, then let me put it this way for you. So Mega Man is notorious for boss rushes. And here's the thing: a couple of Capcom franchises not so well known for doing that.
Okay.
And that's fine. Because like Resident Evil won't do it because Resident Evil is a zombie horror flick and they don't need to do that.
I think that would be like a little extreme if they did that, if you think about it.
But like for the Mega Man games, mandatory you had to do at least one boss rush for it.
What's like the purpose of even doing boss rushes?
As kids, I'll admit, as a kid, I didn't mind the whole concept of a boss rush. I really didn't. Just because I'm like, oh no, the robots are back and they've probably been souped up by Dr. Wily, so I should probably care. And now in my later life, I just kind of sit there and go, really? This is so padding.
I mean, like when, like in Wind Waker, when you're in Ganon's tower and you have to...
That was like the first time that it ever... Well, no, never mind. Link to the Past did it too.
Yeah, it's like, I mean... Don't get me wrong, I love Wind Waker. I've even said multiple times it's my favorite game. But I mean, I can even like hate some things from my favorite game. And just like that boss, I guess like technically that boss rush in...
Well, and still, it's a forgivable aspect.
And that's true, but it's just like that one part of the game I hate coming to because it's like, okay, I really don't want to do this right now. I just want to get up to Ganon's tower and fight Puppet Ganon because I hate that boss.
Which everybody does. Let's be honest about that.
It's just like because like when you get to his last form and he's just flailing about as a snake, it's just. I mean, like, I know the secrets and I know, like, all the hints and tips to beat him quickly, which I do all the time, but it still doesn't make that fight any more fun for me to do when I am in a playthrough, so...
Okay, so we just barely used an item to get to end of the line.
Ooh.
Literally called end of the line. This is actually one of those things I like about this Demon World, is that it slowly kind of reconstructs the bridge.
What?
It's always a cool concept in games to me.
There was something that I recently played that had that same aesthetic to it. I just can't remember off the top of my head what it was.
Bayonetta did it too.
Maybe it was Bayonetta.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, there hasn't been too much else that I've been playing on my free time that has carried out that same aesthetic.
Wait, are you trying to say that we don't have lives, Brinton?
Well,
sometimes it feels like that, people.
Well, I
mean,
I've put so much on the back burner because of school. Like, basically, this past weekend, Gaming Con was like my last really busy weekend, and so I think that's why more than ever now I've been like thinking, you know, let me finally try Overwatch because I finally have time to sit down and play a game that is not Final Fantasy VII.
Exactly. Oh, and hi, Arkham Sparta. Sorry, you know what
Come on, dude. Don't you have any hobbies?
Oh no, they're laughing. That means they have a mutual respect for each other.
Say it ain't so. Oh my gosh, is he getting bigger?
No. So.
Oh, this is actually...
Insert Indiana Jones joke at this point. The power's too much.
This is actually really creepy. Oh, so pretty much the demon Sparta's power is consuming this man.
Yeah, it's too much for him to handle, so he can't even maintain his own structure anymore.
And oh, okay.
So, like I said, Cthulian horror.
Can't you tell by looking at me?
Oh my gosh.
Has to look into the sword.
Anyway, that shape suits you better.
This is just really weird. Like, I don't even know what to think right now. This is just like a monstrous glob of whatever.
So while I'm taking care of this boss
Forbidden Nirvana? That's what this place is called? Forbidden Nirvana. Well, I guess my Hindu career just went out the door.
pretty much.
Or is that Buddhism?
Yep. No. Hinduism, I think.
Okay, well, whatever Asian religion I was ever considering.
That's one of those things I'm going to get murdered because I actually have a friend who is Indian. So if I get that wrong, he's going to be like, seriously, dude, you got this wrong.
Okay, well, if he is watching this, I apologize for not knowing the proper religion.
Yeah. So while I'm taking care of this boss here, Brinton, so we actually just give kind of a time or a reference of time here. E3 is literally around the corner.
Yes.
And so I actually just kind of want to go into this because we might not be able to get you into the pre-E3 stuff. What are you expecting from the conferences? What do you want to happen? And also, like, if you want to go into the prediction, like, what do you think is going to happen, like, with EA, with Nintendo, with Sony, and all of that?
So
I guess start with, like, the stuff you really want to happen, like, the stuff that you think will be positive about it.
Well, I'm, like, secretly holding out that Nintendo will will pull their heads out of their asses and discuss a little more about, like, their winter lineup, either than, expect this for March 2017.
Yeah, instead of the quote focusing on Zelda Wii U, which is what they said they were going to do.
Yeah, I mean, again, I was gonna say, I was like, I wasn't expecting this cutscene.
I think I may know why. Okay.
But I'm holding out and expecting for a little more than just Zelda when it comes to Nintendo.
Wait, no! What happened?
Oh my gosh, it's Virgil.
Iron Man pose!
That's.
To retrieve my power.
Oh, have you now?
You can't handle it.
Well, obviously not.
You can't handle the truth! Oh, sorry, wrong line.
Just look at you, making a big dramatic entrance and stealing my spotlight.
Jealousy much?
You don't possibly believe that he deserves to be our main event now, do you?
No, not really.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
Brothers working together. What?
It's almost through the power of the heart of the cards or something.
Hashtag Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Hashtag if you don't know what we're talking about, watch Yu-Gi-Oh. Hashtag yes, I just hashtagged that.
Hashtag I just graduated to being Taya. But I wanted to be Kaiba. I want to wear belts on my arms.
Who doesn't want to wear belts on their
I know,
arms?
right? Alright, so we can now do the Battle of the Brothers. So basically, Virgil will be an AI in this one. If you play as Virgil in his bonus quest, then Dante is the AI.
Oh, okay.
But there really isn't much difference from what we've actually seen from the boss battles. So it's just going to be pretty much us hammering. So continue on with your best, though, like what you want to see happen at E3.
Okay, so yeah, Nintendo's Nintendo. I hope we get a little bit more about the holiday lineup rather than just solely focus on Zelda, because it's just gonna get me way too hyped up for something that's not happening for several months.
Yeah.
For like Sony, I'm really looking forward to more coverage on Final Fantasy 15, and I'm hoping that they do coverage on games like The Last Guardian. I'm hoping maybe for like some new franchises or like surprise sequels that nobody's expecting.
That's kind of what I'm hoping will happen. Is we're going to get a bunch of new IPs. Because I always hope that every E3.
They also just barely announced that Yooka-Laylee is going to be on PS4, and coming out.
Well, it was already coming out multi-platform.
Oh, okay.
They already announced that. It's just been delayed now, which
yeah, first quarter.
Didn't irritate me, but I think irritated Alex just a little bit when we talked about it.
You know what? It's okay. I'm not like, I mean, like, it's okay. And I'm looking forward to,
let's go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, the first quarter 2017 when it comes out. I'm also hoping that the company that has put together this indie game called Night in the Woods, discuss it, like, actually finally reveals the release date. Because they've said fall 2016. So I'm hoping that we can finally get a date so that I can get myself a little more excited for that.
Okay.
And like we were discussing before we started recording, and I guess, you all who are viewing and listening to us will finally hear this now, but I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and give Overwatch a chance after being so heavily harassed at Salt Lake Gaming Con. And I decided that I want to play it on the Xbox One. And so this is finally now going to give me a chance to get an Xbox One again and be able to play Quantum Break and Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I'm kind of like...
Which is funny because like you never wanted me to spoil Rise at all because you were going to get it on PS4. Now you're considering getting it on.
Yeah, I might as well at this point because I've told people if I'm gonna get an Xbox One, it's probably gonna be mainly to do exclusives. So I'm kind of holding out for them talking about exclusive titles like Scalebound. I'm really hoping they do coverage on Scalebound because that game looks really, really, really good.
I'm gonna cut you off here, and it's just because of how outlandish this thing ends.
Okay.
So we'll get into this later, I promise, people.
I'm sure we will.
So we've now impaled this Cthulian horror.
What?
Smack. Oh, look, they clash.
Oh my gosh.
And now we have Dante and
Virgil
wielding their opposite swords. Oh my gosh, he knows how to use it? Oh, it gets worse, my friend.
What is...
Smack.
Did you... Oh my... What the heck? I... This is something else.
And they toss their swords back to each other.
Oh, that's actually kind of adorable.
Hi, Ebony. Hi, Ivory.
I'll try it your way for once.
Remember
This is way too cute. Oh, but they are.
Chew Power Rangers pose! Go, go! Brothers of Sparta! Do, do, do.
That was the most dramatic and overly extreme gunshot I have ever seen in my entire life.
I know, right?
And this is just a video game.
I swear, Brinton, we should go to a con and just immediately grab like Ebony and Ivory and do that jackpot, and immediately like do the exact same fusion stance that they just barely did from Dragon Ball Z. It's just like jackpot, boom.
That would be rather fun. I am totally for this.
I've actually seen a video where somebody put the Dragon Ball Z fusion dance sounds of like Goten and Trunks doing that. It's like, yeah, John, ha!
That's just lovely.
It is great. Okay, so we have now taken care of evil Arkham. What else could possibly be done at this point?
I mean, didn't we just fight the final boss?
But did we?
Dun dun dun! Wait, how the hell?
Lady.
How the hell did she get up here? Like, honestly, that's been the entire Let's Play for me.
Just because there's gonna be a comment in there. She walked, duh.
Well, no shit, she walked. Thanks, Sherlock. I could have figured that out by myself. It's just, honestly,
Oh, hi, Arkham.
I thought he was, like, dead. If he doesn't die after this, I honestly don't know what else is gonna kill him. How did he end up on his front side? He was on his back falling.
I know, right? He should have broken his back
He should have broken his neck.
through the power of Capcom convenience.
How could I?
Oh no.
How are you managing to stand up? Dude, you should be so broken right now.
Uh-huh. Especially considering this is his human form.
Oh, okay, there's the blood.
Yeah.
Just smeared.
Well, it's good to know this cutscene is just him crawling. Oh, hi, lady.
Very awkwardly crawling, if I may add.
Yeah.
Surprise.
I don't think you would crawl like that.
He wouldn't be looking up at her like that. He wouldn't be crawling. He fell on his back.
Yes.
Why? Okay, I forgot to check my brain out at the door.
Yes, you forgot. Rule number 1, check your brain at the door.
I'm like thinking about this way too logically, and I'm like, Brinton, stop. You're gonna go insane.
But yet, it's so entertaining, isn't it?
Well, I'm sure everybody's just like, oh, Brinton. And I'm like, oh, you, shut up.
I love the fact that he's trying to interject logic. You won't shoot me, I'm your father. Clearly, he doesn't know the game he's in.
Well, no, not at all.
He's in the game where brothers fight.
Well, don't brothers usually fight?
Well, but not to the point of, like, killing each other. Okay, point taken.
I was gonna say, debatable.
Okay, this is the game where a daughter vows revenge on her father and says she is literally going to kill him because that's
Her
the only...
soul is screaming out
Yeah.
in agony.
Thank you for remembering that. Her soul is screaming out in agony to kill him.
I honestly, I have been repeating that in my head nonstop, and I'm just like, you know what? There's no way in hell that was the line in Japanese.
Yeah.
That like dramatic. Oh no, she was shooting him several times. I was like, this is overly dramatic. I'm fainting because I killed a man.
I killed my father, even though I said he's not my father because Mary died and my name is Lady.
I mean, let's completely ignore the fact that I have been killing all sorts of things to get up here.
Yeah,
Girl, you're drowning out my commentary with your insipid crying.
Is that supposed to be crying or is that laughing? I can't tell anymore.
Wait, let me listen. Oh no, she's crying. There's tears.
Oh, look, the shiny tear.
You know, I shouldn't be too rough on her because of my recent 24 plus hours.
Yeah.
But because I feel bad, losing a family member is not easy, even if I guess you do murder them in cold blood. But I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
So mission 20, Screaming Souls. Cast off your pride and embrace your fate.
Oh my Lanta.
So maybe
Screaming
Dante's...
Souls? Just start. I've lost it. I have officially lost it.
Official title for one of these episodes. My soul is screaming for Hot Pockets.
A Hot Pocket actually sounds really good right now.
Oh, I'm just trying to think of like an insert point here. So my soul is screaming for a waffle.
I actually may now end up getting Hot Pockets on the way home. I have like a Jimmy John sandwich waiting for me in my fridge because I forgot to bring it for lunch.
And now because I've screwed it up for you.
No, I'll probably eat the Jimmy John sandwich still.
Oh no! So
Are
now
they...
Sparta's sword is still up for play.
Well, that's not Dante. That's Virgil. No.
No way. You got your own.
That's a valid argument.
Want yours too.
Selfish.
What are you gonna do with all that power, huh?
Good point.
No matter how hard you try, you're never gonna be like father.
It's
So
true.
Didn't you just see what it did with the last guy?
Yeah, it made him into this like blob. Oh, please don't tell me he's doing like the whole thing with the hand again. Oh! Stop it! Damn you both! You idiots!
Flows his blood.
See, what's really funny is I've actually seen people like put Naruto and Sasuke audio to this.
Oh.
And it actually still works out the same way.
You know what? I would be completely okay with watching that with Naruto and Sasuke audio.
But then I've also seen the opposite where people put the Dante and Virgil audio.
Oh,
Because it works both ways.
that's just perfect.
I need more.
And yes, you just missed the line. So apparently Dante's soul is screaming for him to stop him!
Twins. Right.
Oh, so now we're...
So final boss fight with Virgil.
This is like, what, our third time fighting Virgil?
Yes, but now, as if he was holding back before, now he's truly not holding back. But now he has also the power of Sparta, at least to some extent.
Yeah, because he doesn't have, like, Dante's other necklace, so he's not, like, harnessing all of it, right?
He just has the sword of Sparta, which is technically a double arm, so he is getting some level of power from it.
Oh, okay. Well, that
what
sucks,
basically
but...
the pendant does is it unlocks the sword.
Oh. Well, wait. Duh, I knew that. I watched that. Brinton, what the hell?
Actually, believe it or not, no, you didn't. The first game actually shows the sword unlock.